The Assyrian Empire was one of the most powerful empires in ancient Mesopotamia. It dominated the region through military might and strategic alliances, controlling a vast area that extended beyond its core territory. It was centered in the northern part of Mesopotamia, which is now part of modern-day Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. This region provided fertile land for agriculture and strategic locations for trade and military control. The Assyrian Empire had its roots in the city of Ashur, named after the god Ashur. Ashur was both the name of the city and the patron deity, symbolizing the divine right of Assyrian kings to rule. The empire reached its peak during the Neo-Assyrian period from around 911 to 609 BCE. This period saw the greatest expansion and cultural achievements of the Assyrian Empire, with kings like Ashurnasirpal and Sennacherib leading major campaigns. Assyria was known for its military prowess and advanced siege techniques. Assyrian engineers developed sophisticated methods to breach city walls, including the use of battering rams and siege towers. Assyrian kings often depicted their victories in detailed stone reliefs. These reliefs, found in palaces and temples, served as propaganda to glorify the king's achievements and intimidate enemies. The Assyrian army was one of the first to use iron weapons extensively. Iron weapons were stronger and more durable than bronze, giving Assyrian soldiers a significant advantage in battle. Assyrian soldiers were well-trained and highly disciplined. Training included physical conditioning, combat drills, and tactical exercises to ensure a cohesive and effective fighting force. The Assyrian Empire controlled a vast territory that included parts of the Levant, Egypt, and Anatolia. This extensive control allowed the Assyrians to extract resources and impose their culture and laws on diverse populations. Assyrian rulers built grand palaces and temples to display their wealth and power. These structures were adorned with intricate carvings and inscriptions, showcasing the artistic and architectural skills of the Assyrians. The city of Nineveh became the capital of the Assyrian Empire under King Sennacherib. Sennacherib transformed Nineveh into a magnificent city, building impressive palaces and public works. Assyrian kings often took the title King of the World to emphasize their dominance. This title reflected the Assyrian belief in their universal authority and the extent of their empire. The Assyrian Empire was divided into provinces, each governed by a local ruler appointed by the king. This administrative structure allowed for efficient governance and the collection of taxes and tributes. Assyrian scribes used cuneiform script to record their history and administrative documents. Cuneiform, written on clay tablets, was the primary means of record-keeping communication in the empire. The Assyrian Empire was known for its extensive road network, which facilitated trade and communication. Well-maintained roads connected major cities and provinces, ensuring rapid movement of troops and goods. Assyrian kings frequently engaged in building projects, including the construction of massive walls and gates. These fortifications protected cities from invasions and symbolized the strength and stability of the empire. The Assyrian Empire had a complex bureaucracy to manage its vast territories. A network of officials and administrators oversaw various aspects of governance, from tax collection to law enforcement. Assyrian religion was polytheistic, with a pantheon of gods and goddesses. Religious beliefs played a central role in Assyrian life, influencing politics, art, and daily activities. The god Ashur was the chief deity of the Assyrian pantheon. Ashur was often depicted as a winged disc or a human figure, symbolizing protection and divine favor. Assyrian art and architecture often featured elaborate carvings and sculptures. These artistic works depicted scenes of battles, royal hunts, and mythological stories, reflecting the cultural and religious values of the time. The Assyrian Empire was a major center of learning and culture, with libraries containing thousands of clay tablets. Scholars and scribes collected and studied a wide range of texts, preserving knowledge from earlier civilizations. The library of Ashurnasirpal in Nineveh was one of the largest and most significant libraries of the ancient world. It contained a vast collection of literary, scientific, and religious texts, making it a crucial resource for scholars. Assyrian scribes collected and preserved texts from various cultures, including Sumerian and Akkadian. This preservation of knowledge helped maintain a rich cultural heritage and facilitated the spread of ideas. The Assyrian Empire was known for its brutal treatment of conquered peoples, often deporting them to different regions. Deportation was used to prevent rebellion and integrate conquered peoples into the empire's social and economic systems. Assyrian kings often used propaganda to justify their conquests and rule. Propaganda included inscriptions, reliefs, and oral traditions that portrayed the king as a just and powerful ruler. The Assyrian Empire had a strong economy based on agriculture, trade, and tribute from conquered lands. Economic prosperity supported the empire's military campaigns and cultural developments. Assyrian agriculture was supported by an extensive irrigation system. Irrigation allowed for the cultivation of crops in arid regions, ensuring a stable food supply. The Assyrian Empire traded goods such as textiles, metals, and precious stones. Trade routes extended to distant regions, facilitating the exchange of goods and cultural influences. Assyrian metalworkers were skilled in creating intricate jewelry and weapons. Metalworking techniques produced high-quality items that were both functional and decorative. The Assyrian Empire was a major producer of textiles, particularly wool and linen. Textile production was a significant industry, employing many people and contributing to the empire's wealth. Assyrian pottery was known for its quality and decorative designs. Pottery was used for both practical and ceremonial purposes, often featuring intricate patterns and motifs. The Assyrian Empire had a sophisticated legal system, with laws recorded on clay tablets. Legal codes addressed a wide range of issues, from criminal offenses to property disputes. Assyrian law codes covered a wide range of topics, including property rights and family law. These laws provided a framework for social order and justice within the empire. Assyrian society was hierarchical, with the king at the top, followed by nobles, priests, and commoners. Social status determined one's role and responsibilities within the empire. Women in Assyrian society had some rights, including the ability to own property and engage in business. While men held more power, women could still participate in economic activities and manage household affairs. The Assyrian Empire faced numerous rebellions and uprisings from conquered peoples. Resistance to Assyrian rule was common, especially among those who felt oppressed or marginalized. Assyrian kings often led military campaigns personally, demonstrating their leadership and bravery. Personal involvement in battles reinforced the king's authority and inspired loyalty among his troops. The Assyrian Empire was eventually weakened by internal strife and external pressures. Internal conflicts and external threats, such as invasions by the Babylonians and Medes, contributed to the empire's decline. The Babylonians, Medes, and Scythians played a significant role in the downfall of the Assyrian Empire. These groups formed alliances and launched coordinated attacks that ultimately led to the fall of Assyria. The fall of Nineveh in 612 BCE marked the end of the Assyrian Empire. The city's capture by a coalition of enemies symbolized the final collapse of Assyrian power. The Assyrian Empire's legacy includes its contributions to art, literature, and military technology. Assyrian innovations and cultural achievements continue to influence modern understanding of the ancient world. Assyrian military tactics influenced later civilizations, including the Persians and Greeks. The effectiveness of Assyrian military strategies was studied and adapted by subsequent empires. The Assyrian Empire's administrative practices were adopted and adapted by subsequent empires. Efficient governance and record-keeping methods set a precedent for future rulers. Assyrian religious beliefs and practices influenced neighboring cultures. Religious syncretism occurred as Assyrian deities and rituals were adopted by other societies. The Assyrian language Akkadian was written in cuneiform and used throughout the empire. Cuneiform writing enabled the preservation and dissemination of Assyrian language and literature. Assyrian scribes were responsible for maintaining records of economic transactions and legal agreements. Accurate record-keeping was essential for managing the empire's economy and legal system. The Assyrian Empire had a complex system of taxation to fund its military and administrative needs. Taxes were levied on various sectors, including agriculture, trade, and industry, to support the state's operations. Assyrian kings often often engaged in diplomatic marriages to secure alliances and strengthen their rule. Marriages between royal families helped create political bonds and stabilize relationships with neighboring states. The Assyrian Empire's influence can be seen in the archaeological remains found across its former territories. Excavations have uncovered numerous artifacts and structures that provide insights into Assyrian life and culture. The study of Assyrian history and culture continues to provide insights into the ancient world. Ongoing research and discoveries contribute to our understanding of this significant civilization and its impact on human history.